Rain blanketing Tucson today with showers across the city and beyond. Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Mooney. As we've been saying all week, we're in the thick of Monsoon 2022, seeing the most active weather we have seen all season long. We begin with team coverage in the studio and on the ground. Meteorologist Daniel McFarland is in the Weather Center, and Angelique Lizardi is live where we've seen some major flash flooding. But first, we get to Chief Meteorologist Matt Brode, who's been tracking this rain all day and has the very latest. Matt.
Sean, storm alert's still at a high. It looks like the flash flood warning for the Sabino Canyon area will be allowed to expire in about 1 minute. I'll let you know if they extend it, but we have a new flash flood warning. This does not surprise me. This is west of Sahuarita, specifically near the Mission, okay, San Javier. So until 6:30 tonight, some very heavy rain has fallen in this portion of Metro Tucson. So please turn around, don't drown, avoid those roadways if at all possible. Into the Sonoita area, just east of Patagonia, northeastern sections of Santa Cruz County, extreme western sections of Cochise County, also flash flooding concerns until 6:45. And then finally, probably the best game in town now is happening in western sections of Pima County. You had a little bit more sunshine earlier on today to kind of get the storms percolating. Let's go on a Doppler tour, and it looks to me like the best storms currently are located south of the city of Tucson. Right now, as we zoom on in, really not tracking too much here across Tucson, maybe by the airport, some light showers, South Park Road. This would be the Valencia area, but we don't want to sleep on the fact because we are so unstable right now. We have some showers, some good downpours popping up along Highway 286 south the 3 Points area, and as we loop these are also kind of moving off to the northeast, so we can't rule out at any given time it being dry 1 minute and literally 5 minutes later seeing more showers pop up. Thus, the flash flood potential exists out there. Off to the northeast of Benson, we're also seeing some light to moderate rains. This is kind of the gentle stuff that's good, right? We need it, but it's not coming down all at once. And as we take you a little bit farther to the south, this area has been a little bit of a concern. Would not be surprised to see some more flash flood warnings come out of this for extreme southeastern sections of Pima County, just north of Sonoita. Let's loop this for you as well. And this is just sort of like an amoeba. It's just kind of growing and it's not moving all that much. It's kind of elongating a little bit. Want to show you these storms out in western sections of Pima County. This is where we're actually seeing some more of the more potent weather, some strong storms. We can do a lightning count in the last 15 minutes or so. We're tracking not too much, but about 15 lightning strikes with this. So yes, we are certainly, as Sean mentioned, in the thick of it here with Monsoon 2022. And our biggest threat, of course, will be some flash flooding. And more on that, why we're seeing the potential of flash flooding. Here's Daniel McFarland to go in depth.
Yes, you were just talking, Matt, a little bit about the storms really staying still, not moving too much. That is why we do have this flood watch in effect. And as of right now, it's going to be only until 11 o'clock. After that, I wouldn't be surprised to either see it extended or maybe converted to a flash flood watch with the way things have gone so far. And everyone in southern Arizona is going to be included in this. But I especially want you to keep an eye out for this if you live near mountains, because that is where we're seeing the heaviest rain so far. But at least for the day today, Picture Rocks, you do see that they had well over 1.5 inches of rain so far. Tucson Estates, about half of that, but still very impressive totals. Now keep in mind, this is going to be only over the last 24 hours. And the difference between Davis-Monthan and the Air Force, and the Air Force Base and the airport, very, very different. So you can see right here, just under 1/4 inch of rain for them, but Davis-Monthan, you're starting to close in on a full inch of rain in that spot towards Midtown. You do see some brighter areas south of the U of A, just north of the airport. So it looks like this area around the airport's really starting to miss on out. Now, Cortero, Oro Valley, they've been very busy over the last couple weeks. Those are areas that I'm going to be concerned about for the next couple days, because those are spots that have been very lucky, we should say, with the monsoon, with how much rain that they have had with it. And of course, the west side of town, we've also had quite a bit. In fact, when it comes to those storm reports, we are tracking one area right here, and you do see that we have a road that is shut down, and that is where we find right now Angelique Lizardi, who is outside tracking this and letting us know how those road conditions are. Angelique.
Yeah, well, Daniel, I can tell you that I was talking to crews earlier who actually came out here with a tractor trying to remove some of this debris and water, but they just can't do it at this time because the water just does not want to recede. The flooding is just so powerful that at this time it looks like Cindario from Twin Peaks and Avra Valley are going to remain closed for the rest of the day. And I want you to show you just how strong this water is. I'm going to step out of the way that you now have all of this flooding pushing into this valley that you see right there. I mean, it just keeps going and going, and the water is certainly very deep, but again, it is pushing now into that area, and you can just see it's not letting up, and that's why crews had to stop for the rest of the day and hopefully get back tomorrow. But we also want to show you that, again, this road is completely closed. This is Cindario, again, Twin Peaks and Avra Valley. And we want to just get a really close shot of that yellow pole that you see straight ahead, just to kind of give you an idea of just how deep this water is. This just shows you just how much water was able to flood this entire area due to the monsoon. We do have officials on the other side of this road blocking this entire area for drivers because, again, we don't want anyone to get ambitious out here on their way home to try and cross this, because that's just not going to happen. It is absolutely very dangerous because, again, these waters are so strong out here. They continue to move in all directions. So again, officials are telling me that this road will remain closed until probably tomorrow at least. They are going to monitor to see if we even continue to get more rain up in this area. But again, please do not try to cross this area. Turn around, don't drown, especially as it gets darker later in the day. But of course, make sure to stay with us here on News 4 Tucson for the latest developments on our weather coverage. But in the meantime, we're going to send it back to you in the studio.
All right, an extreme example there, but folks, do not try and cross any swift water. Stay with us as we continue to cover this weather throughout the rest of the night.